Rockport Ryan with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
How's it going, Texas Fishing Tips? This is Rockport Ryan with another weekly fishing report. Water levels have been up and temperatures have been low, but the fish are still out there. One of the big spots that we've been finding them is if you launch from Goose Island State Park. The nice thing about these lower temperatures is you don't have to be out at the crack of dawn, but launching from Goose Island State Park boat ramp and coming out just on the outside of the pier along these Bartell Islands. This past weekend, there was a school of reds, tailing reds. Normally, we don't see them that often around here this time of year, but there was a big group of them just off the pier out on these flats on the Aransas Bay side of these Bartell Islands. Hit some nice reds in there. When you come out and around some of these deeper cuts, we were switching to popping cork and a paddle tail, and that was getting us the trout. Coming out and around an East Pocket. When you're going down an East Pocket, stay right along the shoreline, casting parallel to the shoreline, right along those grass lines. Don't come out in the middle casting to the shoreline because they're cruising right along the grass. But definitely spend some time coming around these little curves. That was all reds, and we were catching those on top waters, but you have to be casting parallel to that shoreline. Another spot for some quick runs will be the airport road launch. Coming out there, we have been seeing them up shallower than we thought. So from the airport road launch, when you launch out, you'll see a piling that's down to the right. Around there, we grabbed a couple of reds, and going down this whole shoreline, going towards Murph Park. That area, we didn't see a whole lot of trout until we went further out, but we were still seeing some nice reds up in this shallow area. Even if you're throwing flies, the deceivers have been doing pretty well, both on the Goose Island area and back here. Also, with these water levels that we have and temperatures and everything coming out here on the Swan Lake launch, Port Bay Road, man, if you've got some four-wheel drive, you can make it down on the pulling over on the shoulder, but the main portion of it until the county rescrapes it is pretty torn up. But the way we decided to get around that was to launch at the Swan Lake launch and come around and into this cove back here. Had some nice reds up in there, and then even shooting across on the outside of this island. We did pretty well on some reds. With the little bit of a south breeze that we did have, if it kicks back up, it's real nice because you come out along those pilings and just drift your way back along those pilings, picking up some nice trout and some nice sheep's head.
This is Rockport Ryan. Thank you for watching.